So, Joffrey, we are now being recorded. If
Hey,
that
Alvin.
bothers you, too bad, because we're
No,
live.
man. I love it. Let's do it together.
Let's see. So, and let me, if you're new to our program, we're calling this Leadership in the Raw, and it's because we are leaders.
And we are raw.
And we are raw. We're somewhat rehearsed, but we're raw, unedited, authentic, and we're bringing you on this journey so that you can enjoy this journey with us. You can laugh with us, or as I tell my grandchildren, laugh at me. I don't care, just either way. But we're using a concept. It's an old, proven concept, but we want to share it with you today because it works, and we want to show you how it works for us. And I call it and see, we're raw and unedited. We have a guy that doesn't even know how to handle a slide deck. It's a 1% change. And
That's
the way that we implement this is simply after every event. Joffrey and I weekly do a number of calls, but weekly we do a call that's global. And it's how many countries do you touch right now? Not how many. Name some countries quickly, Joffrey.
Oh, Uganda, Kenya, Malawi, Sierra Leone. Those are just in Africa. We touched India, the Philippines, and many more.
Okay. And now, Joffrey, if you don't mind, how old are you?
74.
So there's proof and evidence. Old guys can do this. Old guys
Absolutely
can make a difference. Old guys can embrace technology. And here's what we do every week. We will review our conversations like this recording. When we're done, we're going to review it, and we're going to discuss, matter of factly, what worked well, what didn't work so well, and what one thing can we do immediately to improve it. And we do that with almost every event that we have. And it's a very quick process. And Joffrey, does it work?
It sure does work. I mean, I remember a consultant who said he used these questions with his people. He made 6 figures. And these were the primary questions that he asked the people he was consulting.
And Joffrey, that's almost as much as you pay me.
Yeah, I pay you the big bucks.
So what I'd like to do in just a few minutes here, Joffrey, what worked, what didn't work, and you see the words up there, and I'm going to switch screens here and walk us through the crude beginning of our Zoom calls globally and what they are today. In other words, what wasn't working, what do we fix, and how do they look today?
Right. We started out, and we had 2 or 3 people, I think, in the beginning, and we had challenges with helping them get plugged in and
Wow.
understanding that we're sending them a link in the email, and some people got it, some people didn't, but we continue to connect with them and help them one step at a time. Take the next step, whatever was blocking them, we helped them take the next step. And now, we're up to 7 people, and it's going to be a lot of people soon.
Well, did we have audio problems?
Oh man. Oh, I had an audio problem this morning.
You did.
With a friend that I was talking to, and he was trying to fix his sound, and he didn't know what was happening. I could hear him, but he couldn't hear me, and we worked through it, and pretty soon we got it, and we were connected. And I tell you, the look on his face when it worked was worth the whole morning.
Like a young child
wow,
in a candy store.
I see you and I can hear you.
Right.
That's great.
Now don't share his name, because I don't want to embarrass him, and we haven't asked him permission. But approximately how old is this guy?
Oh, he's close to my age. He's up in his late 60s, early 70s.
That old. Wow, that's getting old, getting close to your. But see, the point being is this technology deal. Joffrey and I are both digital immigrants. This is new to us. This is another language. It's not a language we spoke at home, or not in a language actually for us that's been easy to learn. But both Joffrey and I have attended two universities: the University of Google and the University of YouTube. That's
Yes.
and we both have degrees from those universities. But what we've worked
Uh,
on every time is what's not working, what did work well. Let's continue to do that. And what's the one thing we can change? We could change the audio. We had everybody go to their phones and download a time zone app
yes.
because I'll tell you what happens this Friday. We'll be talking to somebody in Kenya at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I tell you, and Joffrey, thanks to you, Alvin Weiss here in Missouri will be up at 4 a.m. And
You're welcome.
I really, really appreciate you for that. Um,
Uh,
this very simple system. I just want everybody to see it one more time. This is a simple system, but don't let it fool you. What worked,
that's
what didn't work, 1% better. And the end result, this is a statistic that I have borrowed. I've stolen it from James Clear out of his book, Atomic Habits. A 1% improvement per day, every day. For example, if you're a performance coach or an athlete, ends up making you or your numbers 37 times better by end of the year. It
wow.
works. It works.
That's
Well,
cool. It
we're
does work.
we're seeing it. So I want to close out and just say this has been Joffrey
Joffrey Harris.
Joffrey Harris in Orlando, Florida. This is Alvin Weiss, rhymes with nice, and we are two old guys. We really are. But we represent leadership in the raw, and we are obsessed. We are obsessed with family, faith, and making an impact on the globe. Joffrey,
That's
thanks so
right.
much. And you know what? I'm going to see you early Friday morning, okay?
All right. Looking forward to it.
I'll give
Thanks.
you a phone call at 2 a.m.
Okay.
See
I'll
you.
be waiting.
See you, man. Bye now.
Okay. Bye.